welcome to day 5 of the Start Your Business 10-Day Challenge. Congratulations for making it this far. We're halfway through. I'm already proud of you for making it past day 3. Normally, if you can make it past day 3, you can make it all the way. Now you did day 4. Now you're on day 5. Keep going along. Keep pushing. Now it's time to roll up your sleeves and let's get to work. Before we start, I do want to remind you how to participate. Make sure you send in your work. That's very important. If you're a type of person that doesn't like deadlines, that doesn't like pressure, then maybe this is not for you right now at this time. Doesn't mean you can't start a business after. Doesn't mean you can't have a business. But just remember, once you have a business, you're going to have customers and you're going to have deadlines. You're going to have to provide services. You're going to have to provide work. So get in the habit of that. Be okay with the fact that you have to have deadlines and you have to do things. I'm not here to pressure you. I don't mean to pressure you, but I want you to get the most out of it. I want to bring out the best out of you. I want you to be happy and fulfilled. You already know what it's like working a 9-to-5, doing a job you don't like. It would be great for you to have a job where it's your baby. Doesn't mean you're not going to work hard. Doesn't mean that you're just going to sit back. Some people think owning a business means you don't have to work or you work only when you want to. In the contrary, you have to work hard, and you usually have to work harder than your employees in the beginning especially, and harder than you did in your 9-to-5. Sometimes you have to work 80 hours instead of working 40 hours, but it's yours and you feel it and you grow. You make money as your money grows, you start growing too, and then you get to a point where you're like, oh, I'm really happy I did this. You can even sell the company later. But let's get started. Before we get to that point, we got to figure out first what kind of structure we're going to create with your business. So this is where we're going to start. So today, day 5, decide on a business structure. Very important. Some people don't even think about it till they get to it. No matter what I say today, do your own research. Make sure you look it up. Which is best for you? What type of company that you have? What kind of company do you want? And no matter what you start with, you can always change it later. So if you don't know at all, I would probably start with the second one. We'll go over through all of them just to figure out. And then later as you go, as the company grows, or you might think the company's going to be big, it ends up being smaller than you thought. You might end up doing something totally different. But the point is, to start. The key to success is to start taking steps one by one until you get there. Are you guys ready? Are you excited? All right, let's get to it. All right, there are 4 main structures that I'm going to discuss today with you. So the first one, sole proprietorship. What does that mean? It means that you are the sole owner of the company. There's only one person in it. You are the head honcho doing your thing. Now, what's the difference between this one and the other ones? There is less requirements when it comes to this first one here. You're the only one, there's less requirements, but the negative part about it, you will be personal liable if something goes wrong. Somebody sues the company, they're suing you. Okay, this is your business, you are the business. So for example, somebody who might be a babysitter or cut grass, this is what you would fall under because there's less restrictions. If you're the only one just providing the service, the way you file your taxes is very, very simple. Make sure you, again, look that up. The second one, LLC, limited liability company. It's basically like as the first one, except this one, you are not personally liable for things that go wrong in the business. So you are separating your assets from yourself personal. So you're basically protecting yourself like that. So it's flexible, very, very flexible on how you operate. However, with LLC, there are ongoing fees. You probably have to pay fees every year, depending on what state you're in. Okay, and with LLC, you cannot go public. So you can't have multiple owner shareholders or owners. You can't go public. This is your baby. But remember, like I said, if later on you want to change it, you can change it and you become an S corporation or a C corporation. You can adapt it. You can redo the paperwork whenever you're ready to go. Now, I want to remind you, there's 2 ways to do something. If this is where people get stuck sometimes. It seems complicated and they quit. You can either figure out how to do it, or you can pay someone to do it for you. I will help you guys with that at the end of the challenge. If you guys need that, we have people that can help you do that. But for now, let's actually learn so you can have an idea what it is. Sometimes you don't really have to pay anybody. You can do it yourself because it's simple. All right, what's an S corporation? S corporations, you will have board of directors. You have other people. It's a bigger corporation. There's more administration that you have to handle with that, and you can have shareholders. That means there's different people. You can go public, but the restrictions is the shareholders have to be U.S. citizens or residents of the United States of America. So there's a little bit more restrictions, but it's a bigger operation, and the way you file taxes is different. I'm not a tax attorney, but I know that I have attorneys that do work on this. These are very important, because if you're an LLC, but then you're operating as an S corporation, you could get in trouble with the IRS with that. So you got to make sure that everything is, your ducks are in order. You know what you're doing. You got your setup. Okay, the C corporation. What's the difference between S and C corporation? They're very similar, except most investors will prefer a C corporation. Again, you have unlimited amount of shareholders and owners. When you do that, this is best if you plan on going public someday. Then this is the best option for you. Again, look these up and make sure you have them. What we're doing on day 5 is not going to be heavy, but it is going to be to make sure that you look at and see which one do I want. So in your homework, do your research and let me know which is the type of business that you're starting. Okay. Now, just to remind you guys, sometimes when you start your business, you don't really have to do all this stuff right in the first day. You can actually start working as an individual, start making sure that you can actually provide the service, start working on it before that you actually set it up. So don't freak out, don't go crazy. Sometimes it's a month later when you actually officialize the business. If you want to make sure that you are, depending on what business you are, some business you have to have a license, some business there's different requirements. But in some business, if you're going to partner with somebody else, they're going to want to see that you're an official company. But if you're a sole proprietor or your LLC, a lot of times you can just start. You can start your business, start calling people, start working on it, and then you see where you want to go, and you're going to see how it's going to develop. All right, that is our day 5. Again, if you have questions, it's a short day today. Make sure you do your work. If you didn't finish all your work from day 1 through 4, go back and work on it. The more you push this, it's all about pushing the needle day by day and getting results. Now, there's 2 main things that get you results. It's not information. All of this information is online already. You can find this stuff. What gets you your results is high-level coaching is going to get you results, setting goals, high-level coaching, support, and accountability. That's what's going to get you the results. The 2 things is support through other coaching, and then accountability, turning your homework in. That's what's going to get you the results. And if you want to have your own company, it's not the idea that's going to make a difference. It's the results. So I encourage you, keep going. My name is Nzinga, and I will see you on day 6.